I couldn't hold nobody for ransom. You ain't had that money in the first 10 minutes, we done already fucked the hostage.
Bro, what the fuck is nigga Yuri? Please come up with a new name for this genre, cause this ain't it, bro. Also, I recently learned that Oda made a real life One Piece, which in my opinion, let's be honest, that mess is gonna be like found within like a month or two. Because again, never doubt the tenaciousness of the unemployed. We all know there's going to be that one autistic motherfucker who's going to recognize the boat, the length and width of the horizon, and somehow manage to pinpoint the exact depth where Oda dumped the One Piece in. Anyways, it's crazy how furries treat former adversaries of their community compared to other nerd communities. Because when it comes to other communities, specifically the anime community, if you started out as someone who didn't like anime and actively made fun of it, but now you turn into someone who likes anime and is a huge fan of it, and they treat you like human garbage because they act like people can't have a change in opinion. Yeah, you're only into this thing because it's popular amongst normies. And then they bully you for having basic taste in anime or not wanting to watch another anime about high schoolers doing weird shit. And don't get me wrong, I've been this person before, but I was a middle school student. These are grown ass men doing this. And then you have the furry community where they treat your arrival as an inevitability. Specifically because they know the pipeline. Hell, it's a literal meme in that community that the first step to becoming a furry is hating furries. Like if scrolling the comment section of any furry account and you just see one negative comment, the first reply is welcome to the pipeline, because they know the routine. The haters watch something, they interact with the post, the algorithm recommends them more posts, eventually they find something they like, and that's when life goes downhill. Next thing you know, they have entire volumes of composition books filled with personas with their own detailed backstories, and then they turn out to be gay. And as wild as that sounds, that is far from an exaggeration, because that is the exact steps that occur when someone first enters that pipeline. So if you're the type of person to go out of your way to bully furries on the internet, just know that you're gonna hate what you become in a few years. Because it's gonna happen. 98% of the time, it always happens, and I've seen it play out multiple times. Next thing you know, you're gonna be ordering the Amazon basics of femboy attire. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I forgot the point of this video. For as long as I've been on the internet, it seems like every fandom hates what they are a fan of, especially nowadays. Whenever I look at the lifespan of a fandom, it always goes like this. They like something for a few months, and then the switch up happens, and from then on, all you get is just people bashing on something that they claim that they are a fan of, and then disguise it as constructive criticism. Nigga, it stops becoming constructive criticism when you've made like 500 videos of you bashing a dedicating an entire channel of shit talking video games. Gaming isn't dead, you just deliberately go out of your way to interact with shit that you either know it's gonna make you mad or shit that you know you won't like. And Miraculous fans are a completely different breed. You said you hate Miraculous and Adrian, you hate the character dynamics, you hate the magic system, the plot doesn't make any sense, and it has a fuck ton of plot holes. Nigga, why are you watching it? You say that to be a Miraculous fan is to suffer. No! To be a Miraculous fan is to actually enjoy the shit that you're watching. If you don't enjoy it, turn that shit off and put on something that you like. I really hate when everybody was shit talking My Hero Academia, but now since it came to an end, everybody wants to glaze it. Everybody wants to glaze Deku as a character when you were just calling him a bitch. Like, that comment I left on that RDC World video was right on the money. That My Hero Academia was going to be one of those shows that everybody called trash now, but like a few years later, everybody's going to be glazing it and calling it a masterpiece. Like Steven Universe. Speaking of Steven Universe, Hazbin Hotel fans, both fans and haters, y'all make your opinions known that the show is trash or you don't like the direction that the show is going, yet you deliberately go out of your way to support the show or give the show your time of day. Make this make sense. Call of Duty fans, you guys just piss me off. Like, you guys just piss me off. Same thing with 2K fans. I don't even like 2K. I hate sports games. Just go out and play the regular sport. One Punch Man Season 3. First off, I actually like One Punch Man Season 3. I don't care if the animation wasn't god tier. It really doesn't matter. Okay, I liked it. You're just a crybaby. The animation was basic. That's all I can just say. One Punch Man Season 3 fans, why did you continue to watch the show? You hated the animations. You call it trash. The worst thing you ever seen. Okay, then why are you still... We live in an age where entertainment is literally everywhere. Like, you can just watch something else, just turn on something else, or read the manga if you generally are curious about the whole story. Star Wars fans, do you guys even like Star Wars? Because the only thing I've been hearing from Star Wars fans is how Star Wars is garbage now. Okay, then why are you still giving it your attention? Why are we still talking about The Last Jedi? That mess came out a decade ago. You want to know what I did when I didn't like the direction that Dragon Ball Super was going? I dropped it and watch something else. Now, Digital Circus fans, okay, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because let's be honest, majority of that fandom is made up of children. The fandoms I'm talking about are fandoms that are made up of grown-ass adults. I remember coming across this one dude who legitimately didn't know how to express enjoyment of a show because he's so used to complaining about shows he didn't like. Like, how sad is that? And don't get me wrong, like, I know why they're like this. I know why these fans are so passionately toxic. And that's because, like, they built their entire identity around being a fan of something. So they're gonna take it personally if the thing that they're a fan of is going downhill. Like, if you're gonna take one piece of advice from this video, is don't get too attached to a property. Like, have something outside of like media you enjoy. Have a life is what I'm trying to say. And for fuck's sake, don't make YouTube your job. Specifically, don't make commentating or giving your opinion on media a job. Because 9 times out of 10, that shit will get you trapped in a cycle that you'll have a hard time trying to escape. And don't be afraid to drop stuff that you don't like. You don't have to commit to everything. Especially when it comes to entertainment. If you don't like something, you can just drop it and find something that you do like. It is literally that simple. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about. Yeah, bye. Yeah, but anyway, dude, like, how many characters in Monster Musume do you think like may have like canonically caught a body? Because I know Rhaenyra is up there.
Right, John. I have something very important to tell you. What is it, Lift-kun? You seem so nervous? I am nervous.